For years, people have been told that eating before bed is a one-way ticket to weight gain and ruin progress. But guess what? Science says otherwise, especially when it comes to protein. In fact, eating protein before bed could be the missing link in your muscle growth, recovery, and even fat loss. Surprised? Recent studies have revealed some shocking benefits of consuming protein before sleep. And if you're not taking advantage of this, you're leaving gains on the table. So, in today's video, I'll break down 5 shocking reasons why you need to start eating protein before bed. Number 5, the importance of protein at night. The body doesn't just shut down when you sleep. In fact, this is when some of the most important processes for muscle growth and repair take place. And guess what? If you go to bed without enough protein in your system, you're sabotaging your own progress. During sleep, your body enters a prolonged fasting state, meaning it goes hours without any new source of amino acids, the building blocks of muscle. If you haven't fueled properly before bed, your body may resort to breaking down muscle tissue to get the nutrients it needs. And that's the last thing you want, right? Instead of spending all day training and eating right, only to have your body undo the gains while you sleep, a simple solution exists: protein before bed. This ensures that your muscles have the necessary fuel to maintain a positive protein balance overnight. Let's talk about the best types of protein for this purpose. Not all protein sources are created equal, and when it comes to pre-sleep consumption, you need one that works overtime while you rest. Enter casein, a slow-digesting protein found in dairy products like cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, and casein protein powder. Unlike whey protein, which digests rapidly and spikes amino acid levels for a short period, casein provides a steady stream of amino acids for up to 7 hours. That's exactly what you need to prevent muscle breakdown during sleep. Research shows that consuming 30 to 40 grams of casein before bed significantly increases muscle protein synthesis and prevents muscle catabolism. But let's say you don't have casein on hand. Does that mean you're out of luck? Not at all. Other high-protein sources can still do the job. If you prefer whole foods, opt for lean meats, eggs, or even a protein shake containing a mix of casein and whey. While whey digests faster, it still provides a dose of amino acids that will help your muscles recover. Plus, it's always better to have some protein than none at all. Here's where people start freaking out. But won't eating before bed make me fat? No, that's a myth that refuses to die. The idea that your metabolism slows down when you sleep and causes food to magically turn into fat is nonsense. Your total caloric intake over the entire day determines whether you gain or lose fat, not whether you eat at night. In fact, studies have shown that consuming protein before bed does not contribute to fat gain. Instead, it helps with muscle growth, metabolic efficiency, and even appetite control the next day. One study conducted on athletes showed that those who consumed casein before bed had better muscle retention and recovery compared to those who didn't. Another study found that people who ate protein at night experienced a higher resting metabolic rate the following morning. Number 4, benefits from metabolism and fat burning. For decades, people have been terrified of eating before bed, convinced that any late-night calories will instantly turn into fat. But what if I told you that having protein before bed could actually boost your metabolism and help you burn more fat? Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what science suggests. If you've been avoiding food at night because you think it's slowing down your weight loss, you might be making a huge mistake. First, let's debunk the biggest myth out there. Eating at night doesn't automatically make you gain fat. Weight gain happens when you consume more calories than you burn over time, not because you ate after a certain hour. The idea that your metabolism shuts down when you sleep is pure nonsense. In reality, your body continues to burn calories all night long, repairing muscle tissue, producing hormones, and keeping your system running smoothly. And guess what? Having protein before bed can actually increase this overnight calorie burn. Here's how it works. Protein has the highest thermic effect of all macronutrients, meaning your body uses more energy to digest it compared to carbs or fats. In simple terms, eating protein forces your body to work harder, which increases calorie expenditure. This effect continues even while you sleep. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who consume protein before bed experienced a higher resting metabolic rate the next morning compared to those who didn't. That means your body actually burns more calories while you sleep and continues burning at a faster rate even after you wake up. And if you think this only applies to young, highly active individuals, think again. Another study found that older adults who consumed casein protein before bed had a significantly higher fat oxidation rate than those who didn't. In other words, their bodies were breaking down and using fat for energy at a higher rate overnight. This is especially important because as we age, our metabolism naturally slows down, making fat loss more difficult. So if you're looking for a simple yet effective way to keep your metabolism firing, adding a protein shake or a high-protein snack before bed could be the game changer you need. But that's not all. Protein before bed doesn't just help with fat burning. It also plays a key role in appetite regulation. One of the biggest struggles people face when trying to lose weight is dealing with hunger. Ever woken up in the middle of the night starving? Or found yourself ravenous in the morning? Overeating at breakfast? That's because long periods without food can cause a drop in leptin, a hormone that tells your body you're full, and an increase in ghrelin, a hormone that makes you hungry. The result? More cravings, more snacking, and a higher chance of overeating the next day. You're enjoying the video? Leave your comment, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button. Number 3, improved recovery and reduced muscle fatigue. If you're training hard but waking up feeling sore, stiff, and exhausted, you might be missing one of the easiest ways to speed up recovery: protein before bed. It's no secret that muscles grow and repair when you sleep, but most people don't realize just how crucial protein intake is for this process. If you're not fueling your body properly before bedtime, you're essentially wasting hours of potential muscle recovery and putting yourself at risk for prolonged soreness, decreased strength, and even injury. Every time you work out, you create microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. This damage is completely normal. It's actually what triggers muscle growth. But here's the problem. If your body doesn't have enough amino acids available to repair those muscle fibers, the recovery process slows down significantly. That means more soreness, more fatigue, and a longer time between productive workouts. This is where pre-sleep protein makes a huge difference. By supplying your body with the necessary amino acids before bed, you maximize overnight muscle repair and ensure that you wake up feeling stronger and more recovered. Not all protein sources are equally effective when it comes to recovery. While whey protein is great for post-workout nutrition, it digests too quickly to provide long-lasting benefits overnight. What you need instead is a slow-digesting protein that continues feeding your muscles for hours while you sleep. This is why casein protein is the best choice. Unlike whey, casein takes 6 to 8 hours to fully digest, meaning it delivers a steady stream of amino acids throughout the night. Studies have shown that consuming 30 to 40 grams of casein before bed significantly increases overnight muscle protein synthesis compared to sleeping on an empty stomach. In other words, you recover faster, grow stronger, and feel less sore the next day. And speaking of soreness, let's talk about delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS. You know, that brutal feeling when you can barely sit down after leg day. While some soreness is inevitable, excessive soreness is a sign that your muscles aren't recovering efficiently. Research has found that consuming casein protein before bed reduces muscle soreness by up to 30% the next day. That means fewer days hobbling around in pain and more days making real progress in the gym. Number 2, quality sleep and hormonal regulation. Everyone wants bigger muscles, faster recovery, and better performance. But here's something most people ignore. If your sleep sucks, so will your gains. That's right, no matter how much protein you eat or how hard you train, without proper sleep, your body simply won't recover. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Not only does sleep itself affect muscle growth, but what you eat before bed can influence how well you sleep. And this is where protein before bed comes into play in ways that will probably surprise you. Let's start with hormones. Your body is like a finely tuned machine, constantly releasing and regulating hormones that control muscle growth, fat loss, and overall recovery. One of the most important of these is growth hormone, GH, a powerful compound that stimulates muscle repair, burns fat, and enhances recovery. Guess when your body produces the most growth hormone? At night, while you sleep. In fact, research shows that up to 70% of your total daily GH production happens during deep sleep. That means if you're not sleeping well, you're missing out on a huge opportunity for muscle growth. Here's where protein before bed makes a massive difference. One of the key amino acids found in protein, tryptophan, is a direct precursor to serotonin and melatonin, two essential hormones for regulating sleep. Serotonin helps you relax and feel calm, while melatonin is a hormone that signals to your body that it's time to sleep. By consuming a high-protein meal before bed, especially one rich in casein, you increase serotonin and melatonin levels naturally, leading to deeper, more restful sleep. And you already know what that means: better muscle recovery, increased fat loss, and higher energy levels the next day. But wait, it gets even better. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is one of the biggest enemies of muscle growth. When cortisol levels are high, your body prioritizes fat storage and muscle breakdown, which is a complete opposite of what you want. Poor sleep spikes cortisol levels, making it harder to build muscle and easier to gain fat. However, consuming protein before bed can help regulate cortisol levels, keeping them low during the night and allowing your body to stay in an anabolic muscle-building state instead of a catabolic muscle-wasting one. Number 1. Preventing muscle loss as you age. Losing muscle as you age is not just an inconvenience, it's a serious problem that affects your strength, metabolism, posture, and even longevity. After the age of 30, adults begin to lose 3% to 5% of their muscle mass per decade, a process called sarcopenia. If left unchecked, this can lead to frailty, weakness, poor mobility, and a higher risk of injuries. But what if I told you there's a simple yet powerful way to slow down and even reverse this process? That's right, eating protein before bed could be your secret weapon against muscle loss. Let's break it down. When you sleep, your body enters a fasting state. With no food coming in for several hours, your body starts breaking down muscle tissue for energy and amino acids. Now, during your younger years, this wasn't a huge issue because your body could quickly bounce back. But as you age, your ability to synthesize muscle protein declines, meaning that you're breaking down muscle faster than you can build it back up. This is why older adults experience a gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. The good news? Research shows that consuming protein before bed can counteract this effect, keeping your muscles fueled with a steady supply of amino acids throughout the night. And here's where casein protein comes in. Unlike whey protein, which is absorbed quickly, casein digests slowly, releasing amino acids over a period of 6 to 8 hours. This extended release makes it the perfect nighttime protein, as it prevents muscle breakdown while supporting muscle repair and growth. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that participants who consumed casein protein before bed experienced significantly higher rates of muscle protein synthesis overnight compared to those who didn't. If you're serious about maintaining muscle mass and staying strong as you age, then your nightly protein intake matters more than you think. Research shows that older adults who consume protein before bed not only retain more muscle, but also improve their strength and endurance over time. This is because protein supports muscle recovery, reduces soreness, and enhances muscle function, allowing you to continue training effectively and consistently. And it's not just about exercise. Even if you're not lifting heavy weights, you still need muscle mass for daily activities like walking, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or even maintaining good posture. You liked the video? Leave your comment, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.